Okay, how you doing, everybody? It's funny. I was working on a thumbnail for my next YouTube video, and it was gonna say how, like, a little clickbaity on how 2025 could be the ending year of Dungeons and Dragons because there's so many good options out there now. Especially Daggerheart, and you've got Draw Steel and DC 20. And of course, you got mainstays like Pathfinder, and you also have something big like Legend in the Mist coming out. And I think the PDF is already out, but I ordered the big box set, so I'm just waiting for the box set to come in. So I had this all planned and everything. And then suddenly I get the news that Campaign 4 of Critical Role is going to be using D&D. So I guess Critical Role is trying to save Dungeons and Dragons with this huge promotion. Because listen, I love D&D. I've played it since the 80s. My opinion is it's gotten a little long in the tooth, so to speak, and the 2024 edition of Dungeons and Dragons didn't really add enough or that much onto it to make me feel like, ooh, I want to watch hours on end of people playing this. I'd rather be watching people playing other systems or other games or anything like that. And especially after watching Age of Umbra on Critical Role, where it was just absolutely fantastic and fascinating and exciting to watch these mechanics in action, especially the use of the fear mechanic and those death moves. Oh my God, those had me on the edge of my seat. I'd rather watch that than someone make a death saving throw now. Um, that's my personal opinion. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. There could be a lot of reasons. One of the YouTubers, Knights of the Last Call or Roundtable, or something like that. I can't remember. Guy's really good though. He went through numerous reasons why it could have been D&D. They could have been planning this a year out. I mean, Daggerheart's only a few months out the gate. I can see that. But listen, if I was the CEO of Darrington Press or Critical Role, if I was sitting there and saying, "Listen, this Daggerheart is hot. We're selling out. We need to run with this ball and not drop it." I would have stopped everything, say, convert that campaign over to Daggerheart because it can be done. And I just don't know what to say about that now. So it seems like Matt Mercer and the folks over at Critical Role are going to be helping D&D out with their slumping sales and their image right now. They're going through some problems. And listen, I know problems of online images because that's what I deal with as a main business, as my main source of income. I run a content marketing company that focuses on online reputation management. So, yeah, I found it very strange. I was honestly shocked when I saw the news, and then I was like, do I really want to sit around and watch for a good 4 hours of people playing D&D when there's Daggerheart, when there's Draw Steel, and DC 20 coming out, and like all these other things that I find are so much more interesting. And I've been watching Critical Role since the start. Not faithfully, not all in a row. Like I'd put on an episode when I'm working on something, like I'm working on a site or something like that. I'd have one running. But uh, it was. I remember when they started with Pathfinder, and when it first came out, and then once it hit YouTube, I watched it a little bit more faithfully because I would try and catch it on Twitch if I was around. But now it's a totally different story, and to have them have such a great product and decide for their flagship show not to push this great product, it's just baffling to me. Absolutely baffling. And I think for the majority of people, the draw isn't the system, it's the people playing the system. And this is still true even with me. I'll probably give it a watch, but I'm not excited for it. I'll be honest with you. I have like very little interest, but I have a lot of time where I'm sitting in front of a computer or I'm sitting on my iPad doing commissioned artwork, and I need something running that I can listen to, and I don't have to keep, pay attention and see what's going on or see the special effects or anything. So watching D&D plays throughs or whatever system it might be, Starfinder, Vampire the Masquerade, those type of things. So I like listening to the people play. I like seeing, character, people making characters and stuff like that. And I like listening to systems and seeing how they run and say, ooh, I like the way that works, that type of thing. And I learn a little bit more about, DMing or GMing a campaign for myself. So, but it's just uh, mind baffling to me. Now I got to make up like a new little thumbnail or something for my YouTube video. What do you guys think? Do you think this was the right call to skip Daggerheart for how long do their campaigns run? It runs multiple years, and I know they're going to do like maybe little one shots here and there in their other channels, but dudes, man, this is your flagship product. This was a game changer, quite literally, a literal game changer, and you're just passing it by. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. But if I was in charge, I would have been saying things differently. I would be saying, nope, you're going to run Daggerheart. And that could lead to the popularity of whatever this new world is. I always want to say it's Alderaan. It's not. It's something else. But, and that could lead to more products, more source books, et cetera, down the line. You know, um, I was hoping for an Exandria source book to come out. I don't know. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Um, and maybe I'll still make that other video because I have the PDF of Draw Steel and DC-20 now, and I've been looking those over. And honestly, that's I think Draw Steel is what Dungeons and Dragons 2024 should have been. Why didn't they give that guy $1 million? Just say, hey, make this. You know what you're doing. Refresh D&D, make it new, make it exciting, make it something different. Because old D&D is getting old. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Stopping the video.